You can pause the recording there real quick on the bottom. See, it says pause. Let's pause for a second. All right. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the zoning citation hearings, July 24th, 2024. We have 10 or 11 items on the agenda. I didn't look, to be honest with you. You think I'd know that by now. And hopefully we'll get out of here pretty quick today. Counselor, take it away.
Good afternoon. I'm Attorney Gary Oberst. I'm the hearing officer for today. To my right, representing City of Norwalk is John Hidducky, the Deputy Zoning Inspector. To his right is Ian Hall, who's also a Deputy Zoning Inspector. I call your matter, take a seat at the table. If you're interested in the matter, you're also welcome to take a seat at the table, or you can join by Zoom or telephone. The procedure is the city presents its findings, then the cited parties will have an opportunity to be heard. Then anybody else who's interested, I will listen to them, and we will try to make progress on the situation. If not, I'll make a decision that you may not or may be happy with. Anybody has any questions, bring them to my attention when I call your matter. Okay, who's here by counsel? So
Yeah.
Is there any, like, ready to just close out?
Perhaps. Attorney Heisler may be that his is already closed.
Okay.
We're here discussing fines.
Okay.
Come on up, Counselor.
Where are we?
Dan, come on up. 7 Knob Hill, everybody at home, that's what this is.
So, my name is Abram Heisler. I represent, the owners, Dan and Kevin Smith, who are the owners of, 7 Knob Hill, their brothers. And Kevin Smith is with us today.
Mr. Smith, state your name and address for the record.
Kevin Smith, 19 Baldwin Road, Norwalk.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Hidducky.
Sure. So last time we were here was on June 26th, 2024. At that time, the matter was considered resolved and cured because, for those at home who may not have been here past few meetings, this was the removal of a basement apartment plus the addition of a legal accessory apartment on the second floor. The work had been done, completed. The property is in compliance with the zoning regulations. There was a contingent fine of $50,000. However, counsel for the property owner was not available last hearing. So therefore, you wanted the opportunity to discuss the fines, and hopefully not have $50,000, I think is his goal. The city is looking for obviously a little return on our time and the services that were done by Constable Bondi and our mailings. And so obviously this, just for those at home, the state statute allows for $150 a day fine. This matter goes back to 2019. Per state statute, this matter is eligible for $283,000 plus in fines. We are not looking for that because I am not in the business of taking somebody's house. So, but we would like to get some reimbursement for our time and trouble.
Attorney Heisler.
So I will represent, Mr. Smith's brother, Dan Smith, who's also a co-defendant, lives in that property and is a person of very modest means, and basically was renting out these apartments out of the property in order to rent it. So when the violations were brought to his attention, he brought the co-owner, Kevin, involved because Kevin has more money, and basically they spent almost $30,000 making the property legal. They installed windows, large windows in the property. They also paved the driveway and did some other work there. And so and the end result is we now have 2 legal rental units, which I think add to the city of Norwalk by having them be safe and in compliance. So I obviously they could have responded sooner and they shouldn't have been renting those units to begin with. I do recognize that and they recognize that as well. But I think that they have acted in good faith throughout the process. And so I would suggest that we do $1,500 as a fine in this.
Well, I was thinking of more than that, but since you're so eloquent, I'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Works for me.
How soon can you pay that?
Let's
How
do
soon
I'm
can
sorry,
you pay
John.
that?
Anybody else wanna?
Just make sure, if anybody is here for,
My portion.
Can you pay it?
Seven
like,
Knob
right
Hill?
away, or
If I had to.
Going once,
I'd have
going
to.
twice?
Oh, okay.
within a month?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
well, also, you might, we do, even though it's not in the regulations, payment plans are available. So, you know, as long as we have it in, I've had plenty of folks make, you know, 2, 3, 4 payments.
Yeah,
And that's,
that would help.
yeah, that's fine. We can work something out, obviously keeping the loop there,
Yes,
counselor, but we can work out something reasonable.
Perfect.
You know, we don't wanna do $15 for 100 months, but something along those lines.
All right, thank you very much.
We got, yeah, that's good.
Let me get this down on paper so everybody agrees. Violation cure, fine of $1,500 assessed. What else do I have to say? Is that
They say matter dismissed.
ever dismissed?
I gave them, their certificate today. The file will be officially closed first thing in the morning.
All right, well, Abe, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you
care
very
of that. That's,
Absolutely.
for- been a little bit. I'm glad it's taken care of.
me too.
If you need anything else along the way, let me know and we'll, discuss that, pesky fine.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you again.
You got it, Very good.
List of everything.
The agenda.
Yeah.
Was there an extra copy?
There was not.
No. Oh, that's ready to go. We can
I
get.
can print one out.
Yeah, print one out real quick, yeah. We'll do the next one as Attorney Hall. He's the next one in line it's for
14.
Elm Tree. I was trying to be smooth about it, but that didn't quite work.
14.
There we go. Yeah, go to agenda. Agenda.
I didn't print it, I'm sorry.
That's right, no, it's on me. Thought we had an extra copy, but we put it on the door.
No, it's.
I just hit the print on that.
These are individual.
No, you can do that way, that's fine. There we go. Make sure it doesn't go on both sides, down, left, up, down. Print on both sides paper, do not do that. There we go. There you go.
Nice.
If you want to bring the,
We're on the right, correct?
we are, yes, I'm just trying to, I'm just buying a little time here.
Bridge got both sides of the paper, which is required in the statute, I think, isn't it?
To not be under, I just hang around with lawyers all day, so I know y'all don't like things on both sides of paper or
We
staples.
hate them.
Or staples, I know that, so
Staples I love.
our council office hates.
Oh, here, Jose.
Staples, then you can't make copies.
Right, exactly. All right.
With the program for a while.
Thank you. Yeah, I got it, thank you. Okay, let's make sure nobody else there, very good. Okay, so last time we were here, was on June 26th. And at that time, we continued to today. There was a previous $5,000 contingent fine on the property that rolled over to today. And just for those at home, here's the permit that was issued to revert a 4-family down to a 3-family. And here's the electrical permits that was needed. So basically what we're doing is we're converting a apartment, we're gonna make it integral with the adjacent. This is on the 2nd floor. Make it integral with the adjacent, take out the kitchen and make it a washer and dryer laundry. And so there's the electrical and here is the plumbing to remove the sink for the apartment. So we're hoping to have all this done by today. However, there was a little snag with the building department and the plumber needing a license, but that has been resolved as far as I am aware. And so work is either all done or a whisker away from being done. And hopefully if we, normally I would say, let's kick this to August, but you know what, let's kick it to September. If we're done sooner than that, we can come back in, I'll send you a notice, a heads up to come in August. But if not, we can do September, just to make sure that the inspections are done and completed.
Anything to say?
I agree with everything you said.
Wow.
We had.
Shocking.
We had originally, I generally do, we had originally, you may recall, we had a violation, we were gonna make it into a 4-unit with a variance.
Right.
That pigeon lost its wings
Yeah.
very quickly. Even though we put together the whole application, we were kind of going through it, it just wasn't gonna fly. So we decided to instead, get rid of the 2 tenants, convert the 2, whichever one was illegal, combine the 2 units into 1, which we've done. We ran into the glitch because we were trying to convert, we had a closet on the plans submitted to the building department. And then when when we discussed, and John said, you know, you can put a washer and dryer in there, as far as zoning is concerned, that was good. Went to the building department and they, I gotta say, man, it's such, it had to be, but anyway, we did what they told us to. We got the plumber with the license out there, we got the electrician out there, we got everybody to like agree on the fact, we believe, that we're all set. We had, Leo from building department come out yesterday, he looked over everything, he said, great, or today, today. The only 2 things he needs is, we need to upgrade the outlets, I believe. And close in the fireplace. And so the fire marshal came out last week, so that's all set. John will probably drag him out there again, because of the
Is anybody
smoke.
living there now?
Not in that unit. We have people on the first floor. They're both legal.
So no harm at the moment.
No, we're hoping to get the tenants in on Saturday, if we can, because they've been waiting around for us to get our act together.
I could
so.
try and get out there Friday, but I don't wanna promise that with what's going on.
We're not
so,
promising you on Friday. We know the vape shops, you know.
Yeah. Now you're on Friday.
That's out of the bag now.
Well, yeah, plus I gotta wait for final word from Leo before I can do anything. So then once Leo will email me, say that we're good, and then I'll reach out to get out there.
So I think we've done everything we'd like to.
I'll say very almost as opposed to last month, it was almost.
Just make sure anybody got anybody there, the same one.
Yeah.
Is anybody,
As
is
long as
anybody
it
here to talk on this or?
doesn't look like it, I'm sure, if there is something, a hand will be raised.
Generally, you have an idea in advance of whether or not.
I do have an idea, yeah. Sometimes I don't, sometimes people come out of the blue, but
We're continuing this, when you wanna continue it,
we'll put on pay for September.
number what?
That would be the 18th is our next year.
September 18th, that's the notice. That's right now. People.
Yes, sir.
That's your notice, okay, the decision is violation continues, but very almost your contingent on the $5,000 remains. Continue to September 18th.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Thanks, sir.
Joe, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got it. I'll play that.
This one.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's my?
I hope your vape enforcement doesn't result in any kind of negative attitudes towards you.
Oh, they're already out there, that's fine, because that's the bottom. Right now. That's right in the bottom.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
I'll go see you.
Let's, okay. All right, well, might as well keep on going. Alex, come on up, 4 France Street.
Okay.
Oh, what's that? Are we coming up? There we go. Okay. Council, whenever you let me know.
Get notice?
Yeah, I think it was, what was that thing? Oh, no, it's in there, yeah, oh, no, I know,
Read notice.
there you go, there you go,
Notice.
and there's Peter.
Any objections to that? Sir, raise your right hand, please. State your name and
Alex Etamatfa, 171 Denner Drive, Stamford, Connecticut, 06905.
you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes,
Thank you, sir. Okay, so you don't have any objection to notice your.
No, sir, I got it.
I don't think I have anything after the notice, if you don't mind. Last time we were here, just so everybody at home, it's a refresher, was on May 15th, 2024, continued to today. Still have the contingent fine out there of $24,000. That's a contingent fine, not assessed. And we just need some progress by today, and we'll keep on going. There's the notice for today's hearings. And there's Constable Bondi's service. And so we have no objection to notice. So my first item I would like to present to the hearing officer and to the masses. This was a photo from May 8th of the progress. This structure was completed without permits. The idea here is the structure will be reduced and relocated to be placed next to a legal structure, the one on the left there with the windows and the door there. That is gonna be relocated adjacent to that, and keep going. And this is just my most recent picture. I went out there, I believe that was on 19th. Just another photo of the offending structure. We have some work there along the side of the existing structure on the left. You can see there's a little dirt pile there, or some digging, prepping some footings or foundation to start the move. Keep going. And here, just as a reminder, is the building permit, still active and valid with the building department, to relocate the building. And I was just made aware yesterday, after I made this packet, that there was actually an inspection for the footings yesterday. And there's still some code matters that need to be dealt with. That's not my jurisdiction, so I'm not gonna comment on that. So we do have some progress here. I'm looking to perhaps take a slightly different approach than normal.
Okay.
So this has been here for a little while, but the work that needs to be done is, can be lengthy. There can be some work that really needs, first, the lifting of the building and relocating is a task. And also getting the proper footings and the proper, everything, settled in. So my thought here is, if we were to continue this one more time, and we continue it out a fair ways, maybe dare I say, October. And if the property owner can maintain tangible and satisfactory progress, we'll keep doing that until it's completed, kicking it out a little bit rather than coming back every month or two. But also on the flip side of that, have to be negative every now and again, that if progress isn't made for some reason and it's not satisfactory, there's the possibility that contingent fine may become assessed.
Do I have a contingent fine?
24,000, yes, that's been carried over.
Oh.
It's contingent, it's not assessed, so we don't owe that money at the moment,
understand.
so.
Guess the last time I was here was 12,000.
Ah,
May,
well,
I
that's like-
never been here. I didn't know even May I have to be here.
It's a contingent fine,
I know.
so you don't owe that at
Oh.
the moment, it's just one of those things,
But
because,
I wanna explain
Sure.
to the gentleman,
Sure, yeah,
what was the reason? It's almost 2 months before, I get the, deck was over there. I
Right.
remember I get all of this stuff
Mhm.
out, because this is my job. I
Right.
don't need to hire just one labor to take it out. But to move it, I was applying for money.
okay, for the,
Well, I even, this is the proof that I applied, and then we succeeded, because 4 years ago, towards the last of my son, have a heart attack, so my credit was bad. Thanks God, I'm working with them, this and that, so I got the loan, so the money, step by step is coming to me, which I started. That was the only reason but I love to finish this as
Oh, yeah.
fast as possible, so my daughter can move it. Well, this is the proof. The gentleman, the lawyer of here was upset in the court. Oh, we have to get the trailer to knock the house. I said, sir, I heard as much as possible. I lost my son, I'm broken heart. I tried to get money. I'm not multi-millionaire.
Right.
God is my witness. All the wood was over there. I lost it because Home Depot is not gonna take it back after
Right,
they
yeah.
got the job. Garbage.
Mhm.
$6,000 I spent with the lawyer, this gentleman, because I know it's not gonna go forward anyway. But he said, hey, maybe we have a chance, but that's okay. But I wanna make it right. And what I got, I'm on top of it. Yesterday I dig it and I have all the picture. If you want, I'll show the picture. The gentleman was here, from the footing.
Looks like from the building department there.
I have the
was
picture.
a-
This is already dig, already formed. The only reason, as you see, is right in here. Usually whenever I do the rebar. When I put the cement, I put the rebar inside. But in Wilton, I do, everybody have no problem.
Yeah.
This gets set right there, but he said, I have to see. I said, I'll make it.
Yeah.
Another suggestion, this gentleman, he has is by the time we dig, the dirt is a little bit soft. So he said, have them check
Shore
it.
it up, yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm, but it was ready, I'm gonna have a truck for cement to come, but I canceled.
Okay.
What, are you not satisfied with the progress?
Well, I am satisfied that there was an inspection. I'll put it this way, if there was nothing done
Oh,
between that, I would be much more upset than I am right now, because that would have been 3 months with nothing. So, I think we do have a mitigating factor here.
if you want,
And
I'll give a
that's,
copy of this.
oh, that's okay. You hold on to that. I got enough in my files. But that's why I think I'm suggesting this different route of let's extend it a little bit. And then let's just, make it clear that we need to keep having good process.
I'll be more than happy. The minute the cement course framing is on my carpet, I
Yeah.
get it going for me stuff. Actually, I dig it myself. I got the machine and stuff, so it go fast, because I don't want winter.
You didn't want to get done before winter and it freezes, right?
100%,
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything to say?
Anybody there? Oh, I recognize the first name.
Bob Madden.
Bob Maslin. I think he's just watching if anybody does want to comment, raise your hand or forever hold your peace. Going once, going twice, thrice, out.
Okay. Violation continues. But some progress. Looking for substantial progress by next hearing. Which is,
Well, if we do October, there's a slight problem with October. I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks, right in the middle. So I am planning on doing a short meeting on October 2nd. For items that I feel should be there. And I think Alex's property could be one that should be put on there.
so we're gonna continue to October 2nd. Does that give you enough time?
Oh, October, how many months we gonna have? We got
That's,
August, September.
Almost 3, yeah, almost 3 full months,
Maybe a
yeah.
half there.
Just, we just wanna see something, we wanna see, I'll tell you,
Something.
if the footings still look the way they do today in October, that's gonna be a problem.
Oh,
But, let's get some more progress going
you
here.
been there? Take a
Oh, yeah,
picture?
yeah, that's why I got one
Oh,
of the pictures there.
With the footing or the dirt.
I didn't go like this, but
Oh,
yeah, I know they're there, I know it's there.
I have the picture if you want.
That's, keep them for
And
Peter,
actually,
keep them for Peter.
actually, Peter was over there. He's my witness. It's right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, keep Peter happy before.
Oh, no,
anything else.
Peter was very nice. And because since morning, I was waiting for him to talk to him. To
Yeah.
say, because usually over there, I make all the rebar ready. And then when I put the cement, it's much easier.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because when you want a smoothie, those rebar is on your way.
Right, it's already there.
What date did you pick?
I said the 2nd,
October
We
2nd.
can do end of October if it's possible.
well,
I
that,
try to
for
get it as
October,
best
I am
possible.
probably not here that's why I'm only around really the first week of October.
Okay.
So, and
After
then,
October, what is it? November?
I don't have
you
anything.
don't have anything in
scheduled.
November?
So October's the latest
Okay.
that I have at the moment. I mean, do you want to venture into November?
What about the last week of October? You're out there too?
That is probably when Ian's is gonna be.
If I'm not jury duty.
If he's not jury duty, yeah. That's our joke around here, but his is probably gonna be, his are generally 2 weeks after mine. But I'm not gonna be here, so unless he reschedules and puts in the middle of the month. Then I can do that, but if he's gonna keep the same pattern,
I'm willing to give it to November. But that's
I'll push it.
really a
I
lot
wanna
of
have a,
time.
I wanna
It's
get
better have seen real
100%. The form, because as you see right now,
Next June, which
sir,
is 11,
dirt
what?
is out there.
right.
I'm not gonna leave it, it's gonna be mud, it's gonna ruin my job.
Let me see really quickly.
Just want this,
I gotta see too, I got my calendar.
Already I called engineer, the gentleman that they designed to come to see what, get communication with Mr.
Let me see real quick, just to see what my schedule looks like here. Gotta keep in mind, Counselor, we do have, Thanksgiving is later this year, so the 27th would not be an option. So I'm not doing the day before Thanksgiving. And we could do this, we could do the 13th.
November,
I'm looking at the city calendar up there as well. I think the 13th is open.
all right, so let's grab that.
Okay. Maybe I'll into that here. I have my calendar in my office, I'll, triple check, but if I have to change, Alex, I'll send you a notice.
No problem, I'll be here because, any question and stuff I have.
November 18th,
11, 13.
13 or 18.
18th.
Oh,
Oh, is it 13th? Why am I 13th? Thank you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
11, 13, 24. All right, the contingent fine remains. I'm not gonna raise it because there was some progress.
Listen,
What I'm hoping to hear is on November 13th, it's all done and you're gonna argue against contingent fine being perfect.
okay,
That's what I'm
I
expecting.
hope I don't get sick and stuff, I'm on it.
Because this is really going on long enough
Yes,
and I wanna see it done.
no problem,
I'm giving you every chance to do it.
I really appreciate it, thank you so much,
Alex, you're all set.
my pleasure,
All right.
thank you so
So
much.
hopefully, next time I'm out there, hopefully I see something.
The minute, as I said, the minute is because if I don't put anything there, the mud, rain,
Rain and all that. Yep,
it's gonna destroy my job.
makes sense.
It's already open. Thank you
All right,
so
Alex.
much, I really
Take care.
appreciate it.
You got the date, because
yeah.
we're not sending you.
November 13th.
November
Because
13th.
November 2nd is my daughter's birthday, so I know I'm very familiar.
Okay,
with
so November
So,
13th,
Be happy, maybe together we come here, we done, hopefully.
hopefully
move
that'd be
in.
ready to reason to celebrate.
And she can get her dog to
When we're all
the.
noticing.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
we
much.
got- yep.
Yeah, it's got all of this.
Save us a little cash there. Okay. And Yang, come on up. This is
Thank you.
two Truman Court.
Truman Court.
This is a new one.
It definitely John.
Yes,
I
that's
know.
me.
You are so helpful.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Good to hear.
And
glad
you
to
are
hear that.
Steve?
I'm Attorney Oberst.
Okay.
Turning, yeah, you came a little late. You didn't get your introduction.
You are
Ian, nice to meet you.
Ian.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
All right, let me put this in here. Let me get this, hearing officer. So here is the folder. This is a brand new one, so we're gonna have to go through the routine, if you will.
You got it.
Yeah, well, that's the decision form. And there's your notes. Two, oh, we got a couple more on there, I think.
Yes, let's see,
Miss May wasn't anybody for that last one,
No,
so,
yeah.
no, just, yeah, participant, there you go. Oh, Diane, okay, very good.
and other.
Yeah, Bob and Stavros, yep, okay.
I don't know why I did that.
There you go. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get this back here. And again, council, I do have, because it's a new one, I have the physical file here if need be as well. I think we got everything up there.
Okay,
Let's go. So if anybody wants to follow along, we have my presentation here, so. We'll start at the beginning. Do you want to swear in the,
yes,
defendant?
sir. Let's see.
Ming Yang. Is that how you pronounce it, Ming
Yeah,
Yang?
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, it's just call, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, you're perfect.
State your name,
This is like a Min Yan,
what's your address?
Su, you two Truman Cole.
Okay, raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah, I swear to talk about the truth and nothing, just the truth.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay.
now we're good.
Let
We're
Mr.
in.
Hagan speak first and then
We're
you
in.
get a chance to speak, okay?
Okay.
All right, so April 26th, 2024. We got a complaint about a possible illegal basement apartment. And with that complaint, keep on going, keep on going. Oh, yeah. We got a Zillow ad. This came in. Sometimes this helps actually, these internet ads. And so from the outside, it doesn't look like anything too crazy. But if we scroll down a little more. Not that one. I don't know why I
Slow down
did
a
this.
second.
Go ahead, on. Head on. Yeah, hold on, no, right. There's some right there, right there.
Okay. Okay,
All right, so, yeah, next page, I'll keep going there. Okay, so we have the floor plan here. So, yeah, I remember you gotta go to view up there, you know, up, there you go, view, rotate view. Yep, that should do it, there we go. So, so this was on Zillow, basically showing the, yeah, the garage door was there, but behind said garage door was not a garage. So, that was pretty clear, that there was, at bare minimum, there was work done without permits. So, go on, keep going there, and there you go, here's a little close above it, that was also on Zillow. Very nice, I'll give them that, very nice setup, but no permits taken whatsoever.
what do they need permits for?
So when you convert a unfinished space to a living space, you need to, get a permit to make sure all the electrical and framing and all that was done properly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And also, without confirmation of separation, meaning were these integral with the units above, because side by side, was it integral with the units above? Judging by the setup with a refrigerator and, separate electrical, there's the possibility this could also have been an illegal third unit. So given that, we have I did our research to make sure we had all my ducks in a row. And here's the initial field card, from 1972. And it shows two-family residence. That's that little on the, and if you scroll down just a little, right there, stuff. It says garage, inclusionary basement, that's fancy word for integral. A garage, that's what they used back in the 70s. And then the last little thing I circled on the left-hand side there, it says overhead door, OH, overhead. So when this was built in 1965 and included in the 1971-72 assessment card, this was a garage back then. And we've had no permits on the property since, so that led me to assume that there was no permits pulled for any work. So based on that, Ian, you want to give it a flip there? Counterclockwise, there we go. So the owner of record at the time, when I first did my research, was a Joseph Williams, or Russell Williams. So I sent the inspection request, I sent a notice to Mr. Williams. However, that came back to me. And after some research, found that Mr. Williams had deceased. So therefore, we have, here's the probate documentation, from the town clerk's office, showing probate, scroll down, keep going. And then from the, town clerk's office here. This was the new owner, new deed. There's the affirmation, keep going. And that's just a scheduled description of the land. So based on that, Barclays Development was the owner of record, after my little research there. And went to the Concord site for businesses and liability companies in the state of Connecticut. And there's where I found some contact information. Based on that, I sent a new notice to the proper ownership. And that was, I believe that was done by Constable Bondi, I think. Scroll down, let's see if he's there. I think that was done by Constable Bondi. It was not.
Hold on, let
You
me,
got it. Go ahead. Catch up. That's why I went a little faster.
who's Lita Chen?
Yeah.
Who is Lita Chen?
Oh, it's my partner. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we are like a Barclay Development LLC, so we just board as
How many
is,
members in the LLC?
two,
So it's you and,
the check.
okay,
So we sent notice. There we go. There's the certified mail, not the receipt, but still have not gotten the receipt back. However, the owner sent me a very nice email.
yes,
To-
yes, sir.
And we also have the member of the LLC here, so, we first went through after the notice, what needed to be done. And also, I think got some help from somebody in the, redevelopment agency here in Norwalk. Came in and discussed with me what needed to be done. There are several solutions, but none of which could be done in the next 15 to 45 days.
But nobody's living in that space, or is it?
That's an extremely good question. Somebody, he might know.
No, we only rent out as a 2 unit, 2 family, we don't have a 3 family. Yeah, because the original that basement, that's a raised basement, in fact, like, look like a first floor. And is more like a storage and more like the office space, not really like a living space. So we assume it's okay. That's why, and we check all the record, there's no
Yeah.
violation, because they say they live there for 40, 50 years, right? And there's no violation. They say they already done that long time ago before her father passed away. So we just take it, then we got a lottery, we got a ticket,
Yeah.
we got this violation. And that's why in the beginning it confused us, because we think, yeah, everybody use the basement to do something, right? Just not leave the people. So that's why we are not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
And John, very helpful and help us to understand, say that's a garage. So he tried to help us convert to a living space legally. So
Right.
get a permit, get everything right. So we got this like land survey engineer, we got the architect, we try to start, then we try to figure out what's the right thing to do with the John together, and we need much more time
Right.
because everything take months to do that.
Yeah, so basically there's two options that are viable here. One may not be to the liking of the property owner, full disclosure, but is we need to confirm that can we get that's what the survey is for. Can we supplement the parking elsewhere on the property? It could be on the side, could be in the back. Just as the, Ian, if you'd go up a little bit there, just so I can show everybody at home what the issue is. Even if this is not an apartment, the problem is it's still a finished space, which, yeah, because it was the garage was the required parking.
All right.
So,
That's your party.
right, in theory, correct. And keep going. There we go. So now that the garage is not there, the parking now becomes the driveway, but can't have parking in the front
Can you
setback.
blow
which
that
is-
up so I could see it, or sure?
On there, it's in there. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Now,
Thanks. You got it? Okay, very good. So,
okay, but is that in the setback? If you-
well, that's what
Okay,
if we assume without a survey, without, if we assume the house was built to, zoning standards back in the sixties, the front facade, is at minimum at the setback, maybe slightly behind it. But it wouldn't help because a parking space is bigger than, even if there was a little room, it's bigger than that. Though, however, there may be space on the side. So if there's space,
It looks like,
it does, but we only need 8.5 feet.
yeah, where
Yeah, I know you're well aware of that. And it may come down to, it may come down, you get the survey, and that fence is not on the property line.
oh,
So you may pick up you could pick up a foot, even, I've seen that, that's where that's happened. There's also the
the
possibility,
other side is not that property.
no, that is, the other side there is, so that's the other garage, so both sides of the
Oh.
garage are converted.
Oh,
So it's not just one parking space that we have to deal
so
with.
he has
here.
to provide two spot parking.
Right, what he could also do, this is why I said this may be the harder of the situation. But let's say the side here is only 8 feet. It's only 8 feet wide.
Mhm.
You can have an 8 foot wide driveway, but it has to lead to proper parking.
Yeah.
So the worst of, the worst of two situations is they'd have to supply the parking spaces in the back. That's not ideal, but that's a solution as well. And that's what the survey is gonna show us. This is all a guessing game until the survey comes in.
So get the surveys underway, it's been ordered.
Yeah, so we already order, he said take a 2 to 3 week, and we already pay the money. So because we try to get it right and solve that issue,
Yep.
and everybody happy.
Hopefully it turns out.
And
very good, yeah.
I think the survey can look at the original survey,
Yep.
he say around 10 feet. So
Ah,
that's a good news.
That's good. If
Oh,
it's
yeah.
around 10 feet, that's.
Yeah,
he
original
also-
10 feet, maybe past minus 1 feet maximum,
Yeah.
so it is a 9 feet.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the key thing is figuring
Yeah.
out, can he get on the side or do we have to force
Okay,
him back?
so
That's-
there's
That's
nothing to do,
John work very hard with
We'll-
us.
we'll do
Try
that.
to get that.
there's
Yeah,
nothing to
it's
do,
not a
but
good
wait for the
solution.
survey.
Right, and that's why I wanted to get him here to get an extension, because there's just no way a survey would, there's no way a survey would be done in, in 15 days, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Okay, so how much time, is there anybody
Let's
else?
just make sure, anybody here want to, comment on, this particular matter?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Going once, going twice.
Okay, so
Twice.
how much time we need to comfortably get it?
The survey should be, as I said, should be anywhere minimum 2 weeks, maximum 4 weeks.
So-
And then I think it'd be appropriate to allow us a week or two to analyze the survey and see the best route of completion.
right, but
how
I
to
need an
fix it.
architect.
Right, but
control.
yeah, but and the key thing is
Yeah,
have
take
the
a survey.
architect ready to go. Don't
Right.
tell them to start yet until we know where
Okay,
we're going. So I think perhaps, I think August is it's less than 3 weeks away. So I think continuing to September would be appropriate. We'll at least have the survey by then, by September. The middle of September, and we'd have a chance to discuss things. And if for some reason there's a delay, let me know.
okay,
And then I can let the hearing officer know and we can go from there.
yeah, I think 2 to 3 months, that would be good.
Right, yeah, so that would be, we're on the 18th of September.
Around like end of September,
Yeah, 18th, we'll do the 18th. Yeah,
okay,
it's kind of in the middle there, but like I said, if something happens,
yeah, okay,
let me know. The
Okay.
worst thing you can do is something happen and not let me know.
Okay.
So
okay, definitely let you know all the
if
steps.
something, yeah.
Yeah, because we are not trying to hide something or
Right,
like that, we just want to
exactly.
make it right, I think it's a good opportunity
I think so,
to do everything right.
I
And
think I
obviously
agree
you-
with that.
You can get guidance, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, we are victim, so that's whatever we get. I think the password someone complained before
Mhm.
before they.
Before you got
sold
it.
to us.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Because we bought about June in, yeah,
And then the complaint came in just before that, so like,
Okay.
it just didn't have a
we
chance to
just
get.
inherit.
Right, you inherited, exactly.
Another inheritance.
There you go. I'll take care of the rest of that.
Well, you gotta sign my name.
You have to sign your name, yes, you do.
Okay,
Sign your
yeah.
name.
All right, so my decision is that you are in violation. I'm not issuing a fine at this time. We're continuing it to September 18th. That's your notice. No, write it down. Nobody's sending.
I write down, yeah, I did.
And, And we're looking for the survey and we'll
Okay.
know what to do next.
Right,
All
okay,
right, so let's see how it goes.
there it goes, exactly. All
Thank you
set,
so much.
no problem.
You guys are so helpful.
No problem.
And we work together.
Yes,
But we'll see me another.
We'll see you around, absolutely. All right,
Thank you.
take care. Yep, you got
Thanks
it.
so much. Very helpful.
Got it.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, take care.
Yeah.
Okay, so may I?
So if, just a quick question.
Sure.
So on the side, like a parking, if
Mm.
we are more than 8.5, we probably we can do it.
Yeah, if
Right.
it, yeah, only
That'll
if it's
be a
less than
solution.
8.5, then we have to get it
Okay.
around the back.
Okay, then like say, okay, so then original garage door we need to seal? or
That
what
would be a
do we
good
do?
question for the building department. For us, we
Oh,
don't care, but
That's
they're,
for the bill.
yeah, it's for the building, right?
Okay, for the
Exactly.
building. Okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah,
thank you. Take care.
Have a good
Thank you. Yep. Okay, so I don't think, I'll ask the question. Diane, if you can hear me, are you here for any particular matter? We don't have anybody else here in the building and to hear. So if you are here for any particular item, let me know and I can get that going for you.
Oh, hi, can you guys hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Hi, thanks. And I'm having trouble with my audio here. I was actually
Okay.
just kind of hopping on to observe, but as always, I'm always super interested in anything in East Norwalk, south of the
Let me see.
highway. So,
Let me see, may I, Counselor? Let me just take a look. See, I didn't normally I memorize these things, Diane. I just didn't today
yeah,
for some reason.
I think there may be two on there, but I don't know what the status is. And sometimes I think things get pulled or
Yeah, so the two that are,
postponed. Mhm.
two that are clearly in East Norwalk are 14 Third Street and 194 East Avenue.
Right. Yeah. And those
So
are still active then. Yeah. Okay.
they are active. We'll do those two. I know both of them. They already
Yeah.
emailed me, and let me know that they aren't gonna be here in person, but seeing as you're here and a very interested party,
Oh.
I will do those
Yeah.
next.
Oh, no. Yeah. And John, I wouldn't, and I appreciate that very much, but I'm kind of hopping in and out of that while I'm
Oh, okay.
working.
That's
So,
fine.
and in fact, I'm probably going to have to hop off soon. So, I
Okay, good.
appreciate that. But if there's something else you want to move up, that's good too.
You know what? The next one in line was 14 Third Street anyway, so we'll do that
Okay.
one and then we'll go from there.
Good, good. Okay. Then I'll listen in until my phone rings and I'll buzz off for you guys.
All right, it sounds good. All right.
Thank
Diane.
you.
Yep,
Thanks very
Yep.
much.
sure. All right, so we'll do 14 Third Street. And that can be relatively quick. You know, that's another one. I think we got some good news here. So there we go. I'm liking these binders, really. I like these binders. Let's see. Okay. There, very good. I hate to get this third box, but this might be the way this is gonna roll it out. Sorry. You never know how many people are coming.
Sure.
Good,
I'm good.
all righty. All right, so the last time we were here was May 15th, 2024. At that time, the matter was continued to today. No fine, but needed notice. So we continued obviously to today. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. There we go. So, just as a little refresher, this property was one of my worst violations and longest running violations I had. Unfortunately, what happened was, well, did not send the notice because the, property owner reached out to me beforehand. He is, aware of today, and reason why I think we have good news, that may not be a problem.
Well, let me hear what you got.
Sure, yeah, I think it may not be an issue. But again, just as a refresher, this one has been around since 2014. It was just it was a illegal 6-family in a 2-family residence. And unfortunately, what caused
Pictures?
I do not have pictures in here. Maybe we can pull one up really quickly on Google there. You don't have to exit share screen, just want to show Counselor, what the property is. From the outside, it doesn't look like an illegal six family. I'll give it that. From the outside, it doesn't. Most of the time, when there's an illegal six family somewhere, you can tell. This is not one of those cases. Right there, that blue one.
Huh.
So basically what was there's two basement apartments, then first floor divided out. And then the second floor was also two units. When this first came across my predecessor's radar in 2014, 2015, the previous owner pulled the permit to revert it to a two-family, but only did part of the work. They removed the units from the upper level. So they got it down to a four-family. That still wasn't enough. So, we got this back because the fire marshal did an inspection and they thought it looked really odd. And I'm like, oh, we still have this one. What do you know? So, unfortunately, the owner at the time, he passed away. Actually, it was the brother of the owner of the inn, the walk-in, Mr.
okay.
Andrinos. So, he passed away. So unfortunately, I sent the notice. It went to his son, who lived up in Massachusetts. He was very responsive in trying to get this taken care of. He pulled a zoning permit in May. And then he pulled subsequent building permits later in May. And basically the only thing that was left that was an issue were a couple sinks in the basement. And he would have to just change the locks in the basement to make them integral with the floor above. So pretty simple stuff. Another similar issue to the 14 Elm Street that was here earlier. The original plumber that was hired had licensing issues with the building department. Those were squared away. And then I got an email on the 20th from the owner stating that the last sink had been removed and they're ready for inspection. So they are in contact with the building department. I think their inspection was either today or tomorrow it's gonna be, and then after that, I will head out there.
Okay,
So I got back with the property owner. I didn't print it out. Crap. I just said, I will get a continuance for today. He should be done frankly within a week, but if we kick it to August, he'll, but I don't think there's the reason why I say the thing, notice may not be a problem here. Is there a fine on there? I don't think there's a fine, so he may not need to come back if
Right.
everything is done.
if I
So-
don't give him if I don't give him a fine
I
today.
mean, if you don't give him a fine today. But it's unfortunate that his father passed and now we're kind of taking care of it. But it is definitely being taken care of now.
Continue to what date?
We can do August 14th. I have confidence this could be done in a week or two.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
continue. That's all I'm gonna say.
That works.
To deal with notice and everything else.
That works and hopefully, we won't need to. Okay, so that's that one. Thank you. You know what, we'll do, we'll skip around one more real quick. We'll do 194 East Avenue. Why not?
All right, what can I?
Why not?
Let's see it here.
It's on the-
I got it, I
yep.
got it.
Kind of wedged in there. All right. There we go. I had to use a new one for this one. Yeah,
Almost done. I was saying,
yeah, it's a new one. A new binder,
new binders come out thinner.
I guess. These are the older ones we had, and that's the new box we ordered, so. We had the budget for $20 for the binders, so.
$20.
Yeah, oh, hi, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Wanna sit on that side there?
Okay, thank you.
You'll be next.
Okay.
You sure?
What?
Wanna do them now?
He's here, let's.
All right, we can stop there.
That one?
Yeah, what address?
21 Fulmer Lane?
Well, in Fulmar, all right, so now right here then.
Mhm.
I'll get that one. Here we go.
Perhaps,
Oh, in Fulmar, it's here. I'll take that one back. There we go. So this is another new one, brand new. There we go, okay. Straight. That one's, okay.
Mr. Santiago,
Yes.
could you raise your right hand?
Sure.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hayduck is going to tell us why you're here.
Fair enough,
Okay.
I can do that.
That's Mr. Hayduck.
That's me, by the way.
Okay.
So this is. So basically what happened was, this is the story. Our office got a complaint from a councilman from the mayor's office as well about contracting activity up on Fulmar Lane.
Mhm.
So on June 21st, 2024, I went up to Fulmar Lane and looked for said activity. So basically what I did was, based on my director's directive, I just went up and down Fulmar Lane, anything I could see from the street, I documented. So just so Mr. Santiago is aware, he is not the only one on Fulmar. I have 5 other ones. One of them is gonna be heard today later, and I got 3 more coming up for our next hearings. So you're not the only one. So on that inspection, as you can see on the board there, I found
Yeah, I can tell you what that is.
look, we'll go through this and then you'll answer every single one that you can have,
Mhm.
everyone you like. And then I took 2 pictures and there was a trailer there as well. So based on my initial inspection, and this is just a map, an aerial photo to show, show what's there. Let's see, let's rotate that. Yeah, there you go. So, this shows the area that was in the photos is, it was towards the end of the driveway, kind of close to the house off this side.
Yep.
So that's just a reference, nothing,
Mhm.
nothing in that picture, is just guide to show where things were.
Mhm.
So based on that, here's the tax form and showing the owner of record. Sent the notice of violation. Keep going, da, 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 da. Keep going, da, 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 da. And there's Constable Bondi service. And we'll keep going. That's certified mail. So, we gotta, yeah, and we'll figure it out. One day, they'll give us the money to upgrade this so we can actually do this.
It's actually pretty sophisticated at this point.
Okay.
There we go, there we go. So after the usual 15 days, give or take a few days, went back out. Still had the same conditions there. Same area. I did not include an aerial photo because it was in the same spot. And keep going, keep going. There we go. And that's just a little close up of it. And so based on that, sent the citation letter for today's hearing. And that's on the second page, I think. Yep, there we go. And keep going, keep going. And last but not least, that's Constable Bondi's service. So basically, the long and short of it here is, as the inquiry from my director said, just there's contractor storage. He is not the worst one on the street by a long shot. And actually, this is probably the most minor of all of them. There's several businesses on the street.
That is relevant.
Well, I'm just saying it is, but it is I'm saying, I don't think,
Let the citizens talk irrelevant.
well, no, what I was saying that, well, no, where I was going with this is
Go
that,
ahead.
that's why I tagged for storage and not a business.
Okay.
That's why. Because if it was for
Shouldn't have
business, that would be, I don't, that was because a contractor's business is a much more severe
I got you.
violation. This is not as severe.
Right,
So we're just looking for the stuff that's there
Okay.
to be removed and cleaned up.
Which is Ben. This Monday I did. I
Okay.
don't know if you guys have been back
Okay.
again, but Monday I did. The reason I have all the stuff and you see like look at the scaffolding, it's
Mhm.
not, but I replaced my deck flooring.
Okay,
That's what looks just like that. And unfortunately, I don't have that truck to
right.
remove it
To remove
right
it. Okay.
away, and I
Yep.
keep it for a couple weeks.
Okay,
That's the reason I have all the stuff over there, you know, but
So it is gone.
it's been removed.
Perfect.
And that's what I said, when I got the letter and it said the storage, equipment and trucks and all that. So definitely I said, I'm not running a business on my house. I mean,
Right.
what I did, and I did myself, was removing and replace
Your
the
deck.
deck flooring.
Right.
That's all that I did, and that's what you look over there. And sure, sometimes I do replace something on my.
Oh, yeah,
my
no,
house, you
that's
know.
fine,
That's
no.
something that which is not illegal if I have
Right.
a whole. Unfortunately, I had a truck to run away
And get rid of it,
yeah,
right.
and also we don't have no garbage
For
removal
that kind of
from
size.
from that kind of stuff on the street either.
Right,
But I don't have a big truck where I can remove it, so I had to keep it for a couple weeks.
all right. No,
But
yeah.
I understand that, sure, there is a lot of business down the
On that
street,
street,
which
yes.
if you guys gonna take care of that,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
we're gonna appreciate that, because definitely, but I'm not own no
No,
business
that's-
at all, I mean.
So I think what we can do here is, if I have your permission, maybe, either tomorrow or worst case earlier next week. I come by, I'll
Mhm.
pull in,
Mhm.
take a picture that everything's gone, and we'll resolve your file.
Okay, yeah, definitely that's, yeah, you can
Perfect.
go
Well,
back and.
I just
and
need
you
to,
see.
just need your permission to go down your driveway, that's all.
Yeah, and I have the letters over there because I need a letter to claim on.
Yeah, no, that's
stuff, you
fine,
know, But
yeah.
I'm not running no business over there, and I got the letter, I said, wow, it should be a little more personal.
Well, I know, that's,
I mean.
we're the city, we can't be personal, that's
Wow,
unfortunate, we
but,
can't be, yeah, we
I
can't be
know,
that
but
personal.
well, after you guys sent me this letter, I said, what are you guys talking about? Because I had no extra driveway, I had no trucks, equipment and anything over
Right,
there.
and that's,
So that really scared me, because what are you guys talking about? I mean, it's.
yeah, no, but that's why we have these meetings, so we can
But
clear that up,
unfortunately,
yeah.
you know, you were busy. And if
I
you-
understand. I understand.
I came over this morning and I said, I lose my day. I mean, just for that issue, which I understand you guys gotta do your work, but.
I understand, yep,
Yeah.
and that's why we're gonna take we're taking an easy way out here, and we're just gonna come down and by next week, hopefully I'll be there.
Yeah,
and
like I said, you can go
Sure,
anytime. I
sure.
mean, I did.
Yeah.
That and remove it on Monday. The last time I removed some, but unfortunately I had a big truck with.
Yeah.
I can take care of that on once,
Right.
you know, but that's, it has been taken care.
All right, so,
Continue to,
well, we'll continue it to August. However, if it's all gone, I'll close the file.
Okay.
August.
Yeah, do you wanna have a notification on it? or-
August 14th.
August 14th.
Yep,
All right. We're coming back August 14th, if Mr. Hayducky's not satisfied.
Mhm.
If he's satisfied, he'll drop the case, you never have to come back
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
Violation was not found.
okay, fine,
He says it's cleared up and you don't have a picture to show
Sure,
it
fair
is
enough,
as
yeah.
of today. So
that's fine,
Yeah,
that's fine.
unfortunately, I don't
So-
even have a picture either, because,
No,
yeah, you know.
I have your testimony, so that's fine.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that's what I said.
Yeah, so that's fine.
It's gone, and yeah.
And that's why, so if it's all gone, you don't have to worry about that, we just put August 14th on there, because we have to put something.
Mhm.
But if there's nothing there, you don't have to worry about
Okay, so.
We're good to go.
All right, thank you.
it. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in, thank you.
Inconvenience.
Oh,
Sorry
no,
about
that's
that.
all right, believe me, I come afraid because what you guys talking about?
No, we're glad we can clear it up, but,
Thank you.
so keep an eye on the rest of your street, things will get
Yeah,
cleaned, other
unfortunately-
stuff will clean up.
Unfortunately, you know, sometimes we're so busy and we cannot. take
I
much of that,
understand,
but-
yeah, so that's why I wanna come by and check, that's why I wanna make sure that it's all good and you won't get anything from us again.
Okay, are you guys checking also? Because
Oh,
some,
the rest of the street, absolutely, yeah.
also there is the building decks over there, I don't know.
Oh,
if
no,
they
yeah,
have
we
permits
got-
And all that, so that's
I
something
have-
that.
I have
really,
5 other
I'm-
ones, I have 5
okay.
other ones besides you on Fulmar
Okay,
Lane
because
itself.
we're Doing good over there, we're paying all the taxes and.
Yeah,
we live in
Absolutely.
a messy stuff, that's.
Absolutely, I just hate to say, you just happen to be the first one, so that's all.
All right, thank you.
All right, you got it. Okay, now let's do 194 East Avenue. Let's do that one. Let's get back to that. See, I had that one on the break. I did not think he was coming today. I did not think he was
Me neither.
coming. I didn't know
He
that.
came in early, I was
It
shocked.
makes it 4 here.
All right.
Okay, let's remind me of this.
This is, Mike's Deli.
Yep, okay.
You got some nice pictures in there, decide.
Any picture of the menu?
No. Thankfully, the violation's not in the Deli. So, for those at home, last time I was there, we were here, May 15th, 2024. Move on down. Basically, we needed, an inspection in progress by today. Sorry, by June 26th. I don't know why I didn't put June's up there. That's odd. I do have that, so I can, let me put that to the hearing officer so that we have that on record. I don't know why I did May. That's a good question. Yep. Oh, I know why I have May. So, remember last week we got
Oh.
pressured to quit early because another meeting had our Zoom account?
Right.
This was the one that got sacrificed
Oh,
to
okay.
today. So the last time we were actually here on it was in May. And then we had to kick the can to today. So I'll still get this out in case we need anything else, just to have it out. Yeah, matter was not heard, due to time constraint on Zoom. So that was what happened in June. So brought to today, because we had, so half step back, on May 31st, I arranged an inspection with Michelle, the owner. On Thursday, June 6th, to actually inspect the apartment, because actually they had a long eviction process. And it's been taken care of. I actually met the, fire marshal and the health department out there as well at the same time. Now they were able to get in. So the next slide, this is just a little note and letter I have of the, inspection that I did. In a nutshell, this is an upstairs attic space that, the tenant on the second floor was letting out unbeknownst to the property owner. And so they had to get that eviction done. There was a kitchenette up there. So they do have to get a permit to remove the plumbing and the minor, remediation. Thank you for going. So, yeah, we'll figure this out one day.
Yeah.
Okay, tab, there you go. View, rotate. Hit, there you go, perfect. So this is what, it looked like up there. You can see that little kitchenette right there.
Mhm.
However, if you look carefully to the left there of the, faucet, it was in the wall. They had removed it from the wall and began to, remove the plumbing. Without permits, but I'm okay with that because it's minor and they weren't endangering, structural integrity.
Okay.
So keep going. This was the other side, so this was behind me in the last photo,
Mhm.
so it has a nice little fireplace and a couch and nice little area. This was, as you came up the stairs, there's a closet straight ahead, and that's a bedroom. That would be on your left side, and bathroom. So it's a nice little space there. There's the bedroom. I try to get close above, but you can see the bed there.
So,
Yes.
okay, go.
Yeah, so-
What do I have to do?
Well, so I sent a notice to Michelle, to the owner, for today's hearing. Constable Bondi made service. I think he goes in there and gets a coffee every time, because she's usually working in the deli. And I did a copy, oh, no, should be in there though, the notice, so I'll make sure it's on the right. Again, I don't know why that didn't go through, but yeah, there it is, there's
Yeah.
Peter's notice, okay, so we have notice there. And so the owner dropped off plans, which I have here. I didn't include them in the presentation, because even though they're approvable, I've signed it. the owner forgot to sign it. So I couldn't move it on. Full disclosure, I was hoping she'd be here today. I have a pen, I was gonna have her sign it, so this way we can move it along. She's not here. So,
Can you give her a call?
now, I actually don't have her number. I don't think I have her number.
It's on the application.
It's not on the application. You didn't fill it out. You didn't fill out her application. So, as much as, I think a lot of folks in-house and outside house lament us continuing things, I think the fair thing here is to continue this, and let Michelle sign this. And once she signs it and carries it out, she's done.
Okay.
So, if you wanna do the same thing we kinda did for, 21 Fulmar, let's just kick it to August. Hopefully, we can get a hold of her some. I think I got her email somewhere. I do. I got her email from the range and
I
inspection.
think I sent bond deal.
I can buy and get her a cup of coffee. Most expensive cup of coffee in the city ever bought. All she has to do is literally get a plumbing permit from the building department to seal off the plumbing where the sink was. Obviously, remove the sink and the little kitchenette. And then, they already removed the lock between the, attic and the second floor, so that's already done. The intent, I
I
think,
think we
is
put some fines in there.
contingent fine of 15 grand.
We raised it to 15.5, so it's still sitting there. Okay. So we'll just leave it alone. Okay. Hearings. Okay, violation continues, but only needs signature. So I'm not going to raise the fine over that. Contingent fine of $15,000 remains. Continue to August 13th, 14th.
14, yeah.
August 14th, 2024, any notice.
Well, hopefully we don't, well, she would still have to come, because we do have that contingent fine.
Yeah,
We'd have to, she would have to come in, yep, so we still have to get her in here. But, hopefully by then, the matter will be resolved, hopefully it'll be resolved, fully, like it's done. Certificate and the whole 9 yards. This out of here. This,
Soon let's skip 32 Perry.
we did, but I think we were well within our means of doing so. I think that
No,
was
I'm just
not a
don't
bad thing.
want to lose it.
And the third person, Stavros, left.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I don't, yeah, I don't know who that was, to be honest with you. All right, well, oh, shoot. If we wanna do 32 Perry, we can do that.
I don't
Might
care,
as well just
Just-
knock it out. We can do that. Actually, you know what, I just thought of this. Maybe we'll give it a little bit of time, because the last time we were here, they got oral notice. And so hopefully they may have just briefly forgotten they're on their way, maybe. So then we can give them we'll give them a fair shake, just to see if they come by. So that being said, is there a quick one here? Let's see. We'll do, yeah, here's a nice quick one. For Hillside. Hillside, yeah, this is very quick. I think I only got 3 pages in my presentation.
I took a very big bar, so yeah. Okay.
Do we have any fines?
I don't believe so.
No fine, okay.
So for those at home following along, last time we were here, April 17th, 2024. And at that time, it was continued to today, July 24th, 2024 for progress, zoning approval and building permits. There was a very slight delay, because of obtaining public works requirements for the required site work, to get that onto an approvable plan. That did happen eventually, so we got a zoning application in on July 3rd. And that was approved on July 16th. So the only question for the hearing officer would be, we can close it now. Seeing as they have their permit to legalize the
Well,
three
if
family.
something happens, I'll come back.
And I was gonna say, if something does happen, I can bring it back. Because it's within a year, I don't have to send a notice, I can just send a citation. So that helps, so. Is this that a matter for process? So good news for them. They told you that was gonna be quick. Okay, then I guess we'll do, so we'll save Perry, we'll do another Fulmar lane. One Fulmar. Now this one, I'll be completely honest, they did ask for a continuance. However, I want to still, I feel they have adequate notice, is their choice to be here. They're choosing not to be here. I would like to go through and, if nothing else, have the violation upheld. And then, and we can go from there.
Okay.
So, here is here's the whole file, okay. So small issue on this file with my filing system here, the new and improved filing system. The items on the end ran out of sheets, ran out of,
A box of sheets with this.
I did, we got 200, they're gone. I snapped two of them while I was doing this, so we only had 198, so the last part of the presentation is back here,
We only get the cheap stuff.
yeah.
in zoning.
We're gonna get more, right?
We'll get more, yeah, absolutely,
Obviously, right? We're
absolutely,
gonna go through a lot of these.
absolutely,
Okay, let's
all right.
go through your,
I'll go through the spiel, let's do that. So, now this, you're gonna see July 13th, 2023. This was the follow-up that initiated our, director Steve sending me out to get all the contractors' yards on Fulmar Lane. Because we originally sent a notice here, we sent it twice. And there was no response. And also at the time, being really honest, it was a little difficult to find the violation at first. So I kind of just left it open to see if as time passed, would we get another crack at it. So that was initial complaint. Well, we'll rotate view here. Okay. So this was March 6, 2024. The reason I am including this is.
sorry, give me one
I'm
second.
sorry, yeah, go ahead. Mhm.
They've been down here, is this new?
This is new, yep, Randy
Okay.
new.
Okay, got it.
So, I was up in the area back in March, and the reason I'm including this in my presentation is because the initial complaint was back in 2023. So I feel that because the initial complaint was there and it was not closed, that I can add this as an inspection from the time of the complaint to start building the file.
Right, but you didn't send the citations again.
At that time, I did not
So
send.
you
the
can't go
citation.
back that far for finding.
Right, no, right. This is just to build, this is actually to build for a notice. So, in this photo, so just to get a little orientation here, one Fulmar is actually, I do have in there in the first page, in the first, slot there, not the first, yes. There you go. I got a map there for you. So, it's on the corner of Fulmar and Meadowbrook. Yep. The interesting thing here is. So that first photo, if you don't mind going back to that, it's on there you go, yep. Yep. This track that you see there is on the Fulmar side. I go to second phone. So that's a drawn out view. I'm standing on the edge of that entrance. I'm calling it an entrance and an access, not really a driveway. So you have the material, and then the equipment that was in photo one
Yeah.
back there,
Oh, right.
and that was a commercial vehicle and a trailer accessed through here. Keep that on the back burner. So this here is actually this is taken from the Meadowbrook side. Looking past into the zoom on a camera can get a lot of things. Keep going. So that's looking back at a commercial trailer. This is the front that's on Meadowbrook. And as you can tell, you got some equipment there in the upper left-hand side. I didn't get the boat. That's not what I was there for. So, okay. And you see there's a commercial truck with a plow, two plow blades. You got one in there, one up. And then cherry on this again, this driveway here is on Meadowbrook. That does not have a permit either. The only permitted driveway is the one where the garage and the boat was. So we have two illegal accesses here. Proceed. So this is again, June 21st, director sent me out to get all of Fulmar. And so this was the only one that was active. The only file that was active in the area. So this is from the right of way on Meadowbrook. Looking into the fence that was closed before. Not much back there. I do have a better photo coming up of that. As you can see in the dead center, there's a shipping container. Come on down, and that's still the new driveway. And again, and this is a long shot of it, so I'm standing in the middle of Fulmar Lane. Public Works is very interested to know about that destroyed curb. You go. And this is again that access that's on Fulmar. Now, I really say keep this in mind. If you look on this little map here, it's not, I don't have it on here. There's a little wedge of land right there.
Yeah.
So, and you can kind of see it on here. So that land that's immediately behind there. Not there, going out. See where the white car is right there? That's all state land for the Merritt Parkway.
Oh,
That little strip is actually state land.
Oh.
Or some of it is state land.
mhm.
And I have no map to verify that. I just see on this little tax map that there's a swath of state land. Keep going. There we go. So the accesses aside for a moment, definitely had enough to send for commercial vehicles and commercial equipment.
Right.
So sent a notice to the owner of record via constable service. Hang on, slow down there, speed demon. So what I got here was the commercial storage. And unlike our friend at 21 Fulmar, I think I had enough to say that there was a business going on. You can debate that. Also commercial vehicles on the property. There's multiple. One of them definitely over a 1 ton, that red truck. And
You
then,
said the other one wasn't.
well, I don't believe it was. It doesn't look like it was a commercial vehicle, but it's over the red one was over 1 ton, so that can't be.
Okay.
Because there's a dual axle truck. The other one, it could be used for commercial purposes. But that, little hard. And last thing I want to put on, make mention, the last violation I got for was creating additional driveways and accesses. So our new regulations only allow, at the moment, 1 driveway. Unless,
Regulations are supposed to loosen things up.
I thought so too. They are, the only way you can have 2 driveways if it's a circular drive, so you have 2 entrances. So even in that case, I am gonna make the claim that they have 3 driveways. So best case scenario, they have to lose 1. So that's what we sent the notice for via Constable Bondi. There's Constable Bondi service. And the son accepted service for the owner. Keep it going, area. So based on that, I did get a response from, Eric. He is the owner. I believe that's his English, or Gardo, I believe is Eric in Spanish, I believe, or I think. So anyway, in his response email, he's making, the claim that there's no commercial operations. That the pickups on the property are not commercial, even though it says commercial plates. I think it says on one of those. Per non-additional is pickup truck.
The only vehicle under that is our personal truck, which is registered as commercial.
Registered as commercial, but that is one of the triggers of a commercial vehicle. It's called plated commercial, it's a commercial plate. They did admit that they placed an additional driveway, that they said that they've tried to get it to,
I see what they said, yeah.
so. Based on that, I said, well, I appreciate your response, but, I don't think that's gonna fly. So I sent a citation. Same thing, watch, rinse and repeat. I think I don't, again, I put it in incorrect order, I think. Explain, this is my explanation of, what the issues are. And, you know, the response emails, I always put the whole thing. And then here's some more photos I just took from, they're on July 17th. Look, if he wants to make the claim that's state land, that's fine, but he's clearly using it.
Mhm.
That's not the state's doing, that's his. And then there's that truck, it's a dual axle with a dump bed and the storage container. And that's photo 2, and then now these are the loose leaves that are in there. So his response to my citation. He did ask for an extension, he's got a lot of comments in there, he did, that's good, yeah, good.
Okay.
So I think, bare minimum, absolute bare minimum, the city is going with, they have an illegal driveway, and I think he's admitting it here, that they at least have one.
Mhm.
So absolute bare minimum, that's a violation we're gonna stick to.
Okay.
I believe there's still enough here to say that there's a commercial business. Just simply because the use of because A, they have a website. They're on, a couple pages.
Korea landscaping, that's their address, okay.
And when it A, for that, and then also B, the driveway that's on the Meadowbrook side is used regularly by heavy vehicles. You could tell by the way that the grass and the soil are pushed down, that they're not putting regular passenger vehicles on there. And plus, over time, we have documented large vehicles behind the fence. So I will be honest, I will respect the granting of a continuance, because I think that there are issues here. The fine is only $300 at this point,
Mhm.
so it really doesn't make any difference to try and restart the citation
No.
immediately. However, like I said at the very beginning of my presentation, I would like the violation to be upheld.
Mhm.
As I do believe we have at least 2, maybe 3 violations
Well,
there,
we'll delineate them.
and we can do that.
Violation found, which is the extra driveway, is that?
Yeah, what's in there,
Better way of saying it.
additional access. For additional access without permits.
Sure. Access. All right, so without permits. Colin, what else you got?
So we have the storage of commercial vehicles. I'm gonna make that we at least have one over 1 ton capacity, the red pickup truck with a dump bed.
Commercial vehicle. Yep,
And commercial contractor storage, meaning the 2 plow blades and the shipping container. Don't know what's in it. It could be, I'll be perfect, but I'm gonna make that is. More times than not, those are commercial purposes.
that's not good evidence, but the files are.
Oh, yeah, the plows, they're there, yep.
Commercial, say it again,
Equipment storage.
commercial equipment storage. Which are 2 plow blades.
Yep. Plow blades and. I mean, I do. A couple of folks, they have things under tarps. I can't see what they are, so it could be mess, it could be construction debris. I have no idea.
You're not showing me anything.
Sorry, I know, yeah.
I think you got enough here. You got anything else you think is,
I was gonna.
tell me you don't know what's in a
Container,
I
no,
can't.
for commercial store, that's what I have at the moment.
All right, so
And the only other thing is the commercial business. Now, I would say there is a commercial business because if for nothing else, they're advertising. They're not, they're not hiding it. He says they're not, but you have next door landscaping, that's where you go, hey, I need a landscape. You type it into Google, that's what pops up.
and that's where you go.
Right, and then
Can
you
get to
contact
the
them.
website and see what the directions say.
Oh.
Well, no, their website brings you to their Facebook page. I did not include that, again, Rob did not include it because it did not have their address on. It did say Gallardo Landscaping. But it did not have their address.
Usually says something like contact us or something. Why don't we take a look?
Yeah, just type, if you want to type into Google there, just type in. He'll get there sooner or later. There you go. Where's this unstable? What else is new? There we go.
Phone number. I did see on the Google results,
Search.
The MapQuest, it does bring it to full mark.
Right.
These all have different addresses on the photos.
Oh, no, they're probably just examples of their work they did.
Mhm.
Yes, that's not their house.
I would say that. They're out into the business. Or is a very friendly neighbor? Customer.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the idea is if you go up to the very top of the page.
Mhm.
About. I mean, that's the problem. He doesn't put for his contacts, the address. He just puts, it's definitely Gallardo landscaping. And if you use anything but Facebook, it does bring it to one full mark.
Mhm.
So if you go back to Google. MapQuest. Yelp,
Show me one of them.
so Yelp, or MapQuest, whichever one. Whichever one. There it is.
Okay, so that's evidence of running. I
Yeah, and then
put that in here too.
I didn't look, go to Yelp, just be on the safe side. I just wanna see what Yelp says. Does that have it in there? That shows
Yeah.
Fulmar Lane, but it doesn't actually have a pin on it,
Yeah,
but that's,
it doesn't bring it to here, and that's not a coincidence.
yeah, I could go anywhere in Norwalk, but I brought him Fulmar.
Hey, John H. from Seymour.
No, that's just me, cause I'm
Oh,
I'm on
you
Yelp.
left a review, okay.
Yes,
yeah,
I'm on
yeah.
Okay, so what are we calling this commercial business?
Operation of commercial business.
All right, he can prove it's not if he wants, because it's shown up. Everything in front of me shows that it is. Okay, so I got four violations. I got additional access, storage of commercial vehicle, operating commercial business. I got 3, right?
Great. That works.
Let me write the three. Four. Three violations. Okay. No fine. This time. Let's bring them back. To you. Two.
So let's see what we got. I mean, August is only 3 weeks, because we have a short gap for that
Yeah,
one.
but so what? They didn't.
I guess the reason I would kick it even one more is just if we decide to assess a fine, if it's a robust one in September,
It's, all right. September, continue to September, what?
18th.
That in my calendar?
Hope so, because we continued another one till then, so.
Like to check when we continue something. Actually got it.
Oh, and
September 18th, yeah, it's in there.
look at that.
Continue to September, need notice. Okay,
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully we can get some answers, perhaps resolution. Dare I be ambitious?
this doesn't look like what it was. Never mind. And then,
If I put it on the front, I'll figure it out.
who's in here?
Leave that to, that's fine. Whatever. I gotta figure it out because we ran out of sheets, so I gotta figure it out anyway, so. So only the same two for
Yep.
viewing.
So it's Washington and, Perry.
Working our way down the list here. One,
Yeah.
two, only three left, huh?
Three, which ones?
Okay,
32 Perry,
Yeah, we got that one.
23 Lincoln,
What?
68 A Washington.
23 Lincoln, I'm continuing that one.
Oh.
Ed, I was gonna wait till the end, but I can do that now. That was one, this is a very quick refresher, is, I had to monitor with inspections. Because they had to keep the basement unoccupied.
Okay,
I've only been out once.
Okay.
And of course it wasn't occupied, so, I figure if I kick it till August, I'll go out 2 more times. If it's empty, we can close it, and then if it comes up again, we'll start over.
it says continue to September.
I can do that too.
I guess the question is, do you need me involved or do you just send them on a notice?
I think it's because,
No, fine.
I think there is.
Oh.
I think there is, that's why. Contingent fine of, brace yourself, $50,000.
Oh, shit, let's get their ass in gear. If I did that,
Yeah,
we are unhappy with that.
periodic inspections required. This was back in June. So I only got one. I'll be honest.
All right, so
Probably kick it when I kick it to September,
kick it to wherever you
I'll
want.
kick it to September. I don't think I have a decision form because I was gonna do it administratively. So they need notice anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
All right, so I'm just,
There's nothing assessed. If there was something assessed, then I'm in agreement that we'd have to do something here, but it's all contingent. I think
well, 50,000, you're gonna end up paying something.
they may, this is one of those toughies where it's, are they renting it, or are they not?
Okay, just cross it off.
Yeah. So yes, you're right, there was 3. All right, now we're down to 2. You're right. Do I give Perry any more opportunity, or do we wanna do that one, or do we want?
For last,
Okay,
if there's a possibility, we give him a good chance.
all right, that's fair.
I sure don't want him walking in and have to restart.
That's very fair. Okay, so this is another new one. And it's a good primer because it's a vape shop.
Okay, here we
So,
go.
it's a good primer. It's a little different than what
So
we're,
exciting to know new stuff.
well, there we go. I hear you. So what I'll
Like them
do,
Strip clubs or something, they can go check out.
I don't think there's none left in Norwalk. When I started, there was 3.
And you got rid of them?
I didn't get rid, it wasn't my decision. I think that was the capitalism did that, Bill. But I'm always putting that aside because this is new. I wanna, maybe we'll just take a half second and go through some things here. So for your information, counselor, this is the definition of vape shop.
Okay,
These are the limitations of vape shop, and the one that is highlighted is the one I'll do in my presentation, that's why we're here today.
okay.
Alright, so here's the whole kit and caboodle. Got your memo as well. This out.
He's back in.
It's very pretty.
Hmm?
It's very pretty.
Oh, it's pretty, that may be.
It looks like art.
Yeah, maybe the best thing we are going here for.
Okay, give me your presentation.
Okay, don't get too excited now. All right, so. This started with a referral from the police department.
Mhm.
They, got a complaint, did the investigation and, served a warrant to, um, remove contraband, cannabis, sales from the property. So these are some photos from their inspection. This is the outside. This is some of the inside. There we go. And you see, these are all, various products of, well, yeah, I think, yeah, these are all various products for the, smoking of vape and electronic cigarettes and, other inhalable substances. So, and we gotta go back and you're gonna have to do that again, by the way. So then those were the pictures, and this is, Officer Kasimi's, report. That's what's next. You don't have to flip it. This is all it is just, the reason they were there was they seized a whole laundry list of illegal products. And they made a couple of arrests of the employees that were there. They forwarded it to our office because, they always do whenever they rate a business, they do a very basic search in the city database. Is this business licensed and permitted? If it's not, they forward it to either us, health department, or building department. So Officer, Kasimi's, passed it on to me. And based on his photos, yeah, that was not a smoke shop. That was definitely, vape and e-cigarettes and, hookah and cannabis products that they were selling. So based on that, and the cherry on top, they have no permits to occupy that as anything, whether it was a, smoke shop, vape shop, or a pet store. They have no permits to occupy anyway. But I deemed it a vape shop, based on our, definition. So all this here, this is just, I had to go through the Connecticut Concord website for businesses, 4 different LLCs on this property to get to somebody. This was your quintessential, shell game. So finally I got. If you go roll up one more time, if you go the other way, where you were, that there, and keep going one more. Nope, yes. So I was able to get AGW partners, it's a little different than the ownership. And I got the info there, so keep that in mind. And then that led to Maxwell Capital, AGW Greenwich, which led to.
There's another one. I think.
Yeah, Maxwell Capital LLC. So it ended there. At Maxwell Capital, it was not registered with the state. Not my business. But I had enough where I got an address from one of the original searches. And I had an email address that I can get to somebody. So that's where I sent my notice to the address of record there for the LLC as a, hang on, as a. Oh, slow down, Speedy Gonzalez over here. Yeah, not the, as a vape shop within 1 mile of an existing permitted vape shop.
They couldn't get a permit for it.
They could not get a permit for a vape shop.
Right.
They can get a permit for a smoke shop or a retail shop. The difference being is, in our definitions, this is for folks at home as well. The definition of a vape shop is 25% of the floor space
Right.
or greater to vape products. If it is under that, even 24%, it's considered a smoke shop.
Okay.
Two separate uses. Continue. So sent the notice. I did get that back for a signature from somebody at AGW Sono Partners LLC in Regal Park, Queens. And I said that was the info at AGW Partners. That was the email I found when I was doing my LLC research. And the name attached to that email was a Carolyn Greenbaum. And basically explained the whole thing. And I also put in there that if it's not Carolyn, to get me to the right person. So keep going, keep going. Right there. So Adam Greenbaum, don't know if there's a relation or not, sent me that email on June 14th in response to my citation. So, and this is our whole email chain, and basically, you go. Keep going. Yeah, it's there we go. Keep going. Keep going. Right. So Adam, keep going. Keep going. It's a long one. There we go. So now, I guess Carolyn, we just scroll and keep going backwards, back the other way. There you go. So I guess Carolyn forwarded this to Adam and saying that he is aware of the situation. They received our notice. So now continue. So basically, he said they were going to get an application to us. I gave them a deadline of July 1st. I was generous. I went to the 15th. Benevolent of me. Got nothing. So scroll down. So I sent a citation. So what I did, keep going. Okay. So what I did was I sent it to the owner of record via certified mail. I like Constable Bondi, but I'm not paying him to go to Queens. So, I did send to the corporation service on the LLC. And I also sent Peter to the vape shop, make sure they got it. And I think I have Constable Bondi's service on there, I think, somewhere, maybe.
Oh,
It's
so
on there.
there.
No, the other one, the other one. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Here it is.
There we go. Yep, it's her. So anyway, as I get on there. So Adam, I let Adam know again that we did not receive any. Keep going. Wait, no, Yeah, and that was just a copy of an email. He just did send back in June that they were gonna act on it immediately. Here you go. So now, flash forward a little bit to the 18th. Now he's copied on his email, the property manager. This Brittany and Kara. He said the city building department and fire department have inspections. I thought that'd be very odd because they did not have a zoning approval. And they don't go out unless there's a zoning approval or something from us saying they're okay to be there. So, so what I found, I went to the building department and I found a stamped blank zoning page by a newly minted officer, shall remain nameless. And the reason that this happened was because at the time we had no definition of vape shop. That wasn't a separate use. This was back before the reg change. So if you were retail to retail in this case, it was previously a beauty shop. It went to what we were told was a smoke shop. Retail to retail, no permit required. So what we should have done was ask for a plan, stamp the plan, no permit required. So they bring that to the building department. Things happen. So they went to the fire marshal in May, nope, down there. No, they keep, right, the green. Nope, the green, or the yellow,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever that,
okay.
yeah. That is Fire Marshal Sawyer's signature in April of 2023. Scroll down to the next page. All right, hang on. So the circled plan. And you'll get it, don't worry, I have confidence in you, bud. And they're gonna do one more. There we go. So the circled one there is Inspector Rusk. She does not work at the health department anymore, but that's the health department signature from 2022. So they got the health department and they got the fire marshal, 2022, 2023. Then they kind of let things marinate and they opened with no permits. They didn't do anything else. Flash forward to today, they get busted by the PD and they get my notice. So they bring those two plans and that blank zoning sheet
Right.
to the building department. Problem is, we have a vape shop definition now, and they can't use that. So I saw the potential issue that they were having, and it wasn't, they shouldn't have waited so long and open illegally and then sell illegal things. But as the owners go, I can see how they got the notice claiming that they don't have any permits. Wait, whoa, we have permits. Here they are. That out of all this, that's the only part I am kind of understanding about.
Okay.
And then lastly, this is the building department's permit for a smoke shop. But that's not true. It has to be a vape shop based on the photos that we had.
They can fix that.
That, correct. So their fix is, and they have agreed to do this. I don't think I have it on the last page here, do I? I don't. In here, I have a request from, there we go, from the property owner for a continuance that they understand what's needed. They need the tenant needs a plan to showing all their sales area, to show the vape area in comparison to the gross square footage. And it has to be professional and detailed plans so that we can verify that. If they show, and there's everybody at home, so I can stop my droning on. They can get a permit for a smoke shop. They have to have a plan, scalable, measurable, that's under 25% vape product. They cannot get a vape permit, vape shop permit, and I just got this for I did it last second before you came here. So the regulation of 1 mile, we do have a store called Vape Wise that is at Liberty Square, 203 Liberty Square. that they have, it says, obviously called Vape Wise. They have a permit and a floor plan. And their plan is way more than 25%. So they are a vape shop, but they're existing. So. And they have their COs and all that. And last but not least, I have Google Maps showing that the offending vape shop on Washington Street is less than 1 mile to Vape Wise on Liberty Square. So they cannot be a vape shop.
Right.
So the only thing they can do, give us a plan, we'll issue them a permit without, vape area. So there's your first foray into vape.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah. So, take these. Yeah, so I will respect the, dates based on the owner's, diligence so far, since they got the notice. I'm willing to grant them a continuance. I am willing to go to September. But on the condition that this has to be fully buttoned up by then. If not, they run a strong possibility of a fine.
Okay. Let's. With. Violations found. Vape shop. Not permitted. Okay. Say no fine at this time. Two.
I'm okay with September 18th. I don't think they can get through the entire permitting process in 20 days, which is when our next hearing is. So September 18th is appropriate, even though this is kind of a severe violation. It's reasonable to go with that September.
Okay, 9/18, you do 9/18 for, I'm gonna say for cure. They don't cure it, they'll have to prove that they tried.
Right, right.
I need notice. September 18th, the fine would be roughly
When was this patient signed?
July
17,
17th.
so we go to the 22nd. You have that, yeah, no, I have it, it's saved. So if you go to the two little arrows on the, right side by other bookmarks, time and date calculator, right there, up, right, down, down, there you go. Date to date calculator, so you put in the 22nd,
This month?
yep, and then September 18th. And then duration. And then we do 58 times 150. 8,700. We've assessed less, so that's within our,
Okay, so
over 5,000, that's within the law department's,
I was gonna put it in here, but
yeah, sure, yeah, potential $8,700.
potential fine at that time. What was it,
8,700.
Okay,
And we'll send them notice again, that's, basically, even though I think, there's a good chance I'll remain in contact with these guys. Thank you, wonderful.
I have to shuffle all the papers, they're all. in
Oh,
order.
that's what I mean, this is I'm loving it, this is a great, great thing here.
It's Two paragraphs.
32 Perry, indeed. Perry. Here. Yeah. So these ones did have oral notice last time, so we're pressing on. So the agenda up there somewhere? It doesn't have to be shared, but is it up there somewhere?
I can just pull up all of it.
Make my filing easier later. And keep going. So 2 Truman. 2 Truman, then we had 14 Third after 2 Truman.
Yep.
And then we had
Washington,
68A Washington, that's this guy. Okay, and then
if you had
it
it,
didn't have Lincoln.
Fulmar,
One Fulmar,
one,
hang on, one Fulmar, yep.
one then 21.
One, then 21.
East.
One. Right, and 194 East,
Mhm.
and then 4 Hillside.
Yep.
That's process of elimination. Alrighty, thank you, sir. You can close that. Yep. Alrighty. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's roll. So let's show
Let the
that.
record
good, yeah,
reflect,
yeah,
it's 5:15, so.
Plenty of time for them to come. So, May 15th, 2024 was the last time we were here. Oral notice was given. No vine at the time, and they must have a survey completed by today. There's only 2 more pages, but I'll have you hold it right there, Ian. So the situation here is, this was referred to us by the Aquifer Protection Agency for, businesses within the aquifer zone, that had some issues. And upon our investigation, we found what the owner was doing was renting out shipping containers to various tenants. Some of them were just simple storage, one of them was an automotive, a few of them were contractors. The problem is, even though some of those uses are allowed now in the zone, 2 years ago, they were not allowed. They are allowed. We have a quirky new definition, new regulation, where you cannot have shipping containers on your property longer than 30 days. This was a problem for him because he had 6-month lease agreements with everybody.
Yeah.
So he does have a solution. He can do commercial contractor storage there. He just cannot have the containers. He can have the vehicles that are there.
So we could put them inside though.
He has to build the building. But even the regs say he doesn't have to build the building. It just has to be basically an open lot with parking spaces and defined storage areas for equipment. He can do that. The problem is, right now, he has a large property. He has his lawnmower repair business and office on the front part, and where this activity is in the back. Because of that use, he could not, he'd be eating the parking for that use. So he has to subdivide and create parking for his retail use here in addition to the new parcel. The good news is, now we can go to the next page. And I have a copy in there if you're interested. So basically, this was a map that the owner had done in 2018. I folded up this 11x17. They would have to take it out of the sleeve. That's what happens when they give me a huge survey. So basically, it make it a little bit smaller, maybe. Just a touch smaller so we can get, one more. There we go. So right now it's one large parcel. To the north is where the offending containers are and where he has the storage. Obviously, the front is where the building is. So he would have to subdivide, and that parking configuration there is actually legal for his use for the lawnmower business. He would have to first of all, go through the subdivision process, which that's iffy. And then he'd have to get the survey updated to show that parcel with the parking spaces and some required landscaping. The good news is, once he does this, he does not have to go in front of the commission. We can do this over the counter because it's under 20,000 square feet, that second parcel.
Okay.
It's only 10,003. So he can do it over the counter. The hard part is he just has to get through the subdivision process. The unfortunate thing here, this map, if he had done, scroll down the next page. So keep going. This map was done originally on paper in 2018. He never filed it with us. So this is why he has to go through the subdivision process. The other factor here is Mr. Delius, who was a friend of the office, a surveyor, he recently passed away.
Oh,
Thing is, his son took it over, Tom. So Mr. Palinkas has gone and reached out to Tom to get this moving. This was a few weeks ago. I have not heard anything back, but he has reached out to Tom. So he is working. The only thing, once the subdivision is done, this will get rolling quickly. Because we could do things here, we could figure it out.
so he's gonna do the subdivision.
Yeah, it's his only option. If he doesn't do the subdivision, then he has to reconfigure everything to make it work for his, not only the businesses in the containers, but also his lawnmower repair business. There's a few working parts here. But he is addressing it, his wife's helping him out a lot as well, so I think it would be reasonable. This is another one where I kind of want to take the same approach we did with 4 France Street. If we kick the can a little bit here, I think he's doing much more progress than 4 France Street is, to be completely honest.
Okay.
But he's not gonna get his subdivision approval by September 18th, he's just not. Or if he does, I think the meeting actually, September, it is the 18th, so we'll be meeting in here while they're doing licensing and zoning upstairs. So he's not gonna get it before our meeting. So it would be October, or we could, now that we have a November hearing, we could kick it to November. My last nugget here would be, I would definitely wanna see at minimum a subdivision application made to the commission, at minimum by then.
When's the hearing?
That would be November 13th.
13, 4. Notice. The subdivision application must be made to the commission by the next hearing. Violation found, no fine this time.
Very good. All right, and I think we made it through.
Wow, that's great.
Good.
Moved a bunch of cases.
Yeah, we did, sometimes it's a good idea, we don't like kicking it too much, but sometimes it's a necessary
You
evil.
know, it's coming back sooner or later.
Right. All right,
It's always in danger, so we'll take a little longer.
so we are done for our hearings today, ladies and gentlemen. Next time Attorney Oberst and I will be here is August 14th, right?
Tell the rest of your fans.
Yeah.
And my next hearing will be the week after with Attorney Maslin on the 21st of August. We will see you then.
And good night, everybody.